Now, we'll see the conclusion of two groups tomorrow. We see the early games that include Netherlands against Austria. Fascinating tie there, of course, considering the results leading up to that tie. And also France against Poland. Poland have been very much the whipping boys so far of this group, yet to register a single point. Julien is still with us, I suppose, Jules. The Mbappe, will he, won't he debate continues going into this game. I saw you tweeting that N'Golo Kante gave the press conference today, so that would suggest that maybe Mbappe will not start.
Yeah, I mean, we looked at this, like all of us who follow the national team, thinking like, okay, in the last game, Griezmann came as the captain and he was captain on the game. And Kylian didn't play, obviously, didn't start and then didn't come on. This time we were waiting, will it be him or not, to do the press conference with Deschamps as the team captain, of course, and it was not him again. You're right, it was N'Golo Kante. However, Deschamps, in his press conference, was pretty clear, I thought, in a sense, like he wants to play. We knew that he wanted to play against the Dutch already. And everything is much better. Day after day, everything is much better. I'm being told that he will start tomorrow, that maybe there was a bit of bluff for N'Golo Kante to come instead of him, so that we didn't ask too many questions, etc., etc. We'll have to see. I think the French can win against Poland without Mbappe. The question is not so much that, is that they will have to either better the score of the Dutch against Austria, as you mentioned, which is a tougher game than France against Poland, I guess. And if the Dutch win, the French will have to win by scoring more goals, because currently it's the same goal difference, but the Dutch have scored one more goal than us. So if you want to score loads of goals against the Poles, I think you need Mbappe there probably from the start. So that's why I think he will start on the pitch tomorrow.
I love these bluff and double bluff things, and I've seen it all before with being in squads where a manager.
Did Craig Brown like a bluff?
Listen, they're all the same. We'll say we'll do this and we'll do this because the media will ask this and they'll ask this, and you just sit back and you think, just get on with it, for God's sake. I mean, it's like, you know, let's not send Kylian Mbappe up because the media will ask questions, which of course they will. Like, is your nose broken? Yes. Do you want to play? Yes. Are you okay to play? Yeah. So all these sort of things. I think personally it would be common sense for Kylian Mbappe not to play.
Okay.
You know, Poland are the worst team. It would have to be a pretty disastrous French performance for it to go wrong. He could always come off the bench if necessary. And every player kind of wants to play. But why factor in any potential danger in a game that probably doesn't need it? You know, so, you know, he might play, I don't know, Jules will know more than me. But I'm just saying, if I was on the management side of it and looking at keeping my star player, if it was nip and tuck and we were playing the Netherlands or something like that, and it could go either way, we might go out, I would say, no. But this is Poland, and they have not been good. No. And the French, for me, are going to be way too strong, even without Kylian Mbappe.
Jules, I know you, and I know you've run the scenarios as to what would happen if France won the group, came second in the group. Where are we looking with regards to who they could face in the next round, and what do you want to happen?
I mean, I think if you finish top, you're obviously on the side of the draw. That is not the toughest, because the other side of the draw is Germany, Portugal and Spain already. We know that. The other side will have Italy and Switzerland. We mentioned that already. They will have probably England if they top their group, which is, even how bad they've been, they still should do it. So I think the French would much rather do that. And like we said, it's very doable that they top this group. They just need to score a lot of goals and win and see what happens for the Dutch. So very much that's the objective. Third place, in case there's a really bad result against Poland, would be a disaster. But I think very much and that's what they've been really confident, even after the 0-0 draw against the Netherlands, that they can still top this group.
The other game in the group's intriguing, isn't it, Jules? Netherlands against Austria. No guarantee the Dutch can just roll up and win this.
No, absolutely. And to be fair, the Austria have 3 points already. With a win, they get to 6 points. They obviously overtake the Dutch, who would then finish third in their group and should qualify, you would think, with 4 points. And then that leaves the French, depending on their result. But Austria can also top this group if the French only draw against Poland. So it's a remarkable scenario for Ralf Rangnick, considering they started with that defeat against France and that unfortunate own goal where they didn't play too bad, but they didn't play great either. It was obviously much better against Poland, but we said Poland are pretty bad. So the real test is going to be tomorrow. And I'm sure Craig would have hated to play against a team like Austria, where they just press all the time and they run so much and they drain you. They can't do it for 90 minutes, that's for sure. And if you beat that press, you will have chances because they leave a lot of space in behind them once they've pressed. I'm not sure what kind of Dutch side we will see either, because they're blown hot and cold really in their 2 games. Good at times against the Poles, but bad at times against the French. They scored a goal that was rightly decided, but they were not great. I mean, the expected goals is not high. They got lucky that France didn't score. So it'd be very interesting. And to be fair, maybe the Dutch slightly favourite, but not too much. It would be like a 55-45 for me.
I played in Vienna once, and arguably one of the worst international games ever recorded.
Well, of course, Scotland were involved.
Yes. In the Austrian capital. 0-0, it was forgetful. But this, they're never the most exciting side, but actually Ralph Rangnick, they're very organised, they're quite slick, they're physical. They were very much in the game against France. Personally, in terms of this game, I can see the Netherlands-Austria game playing out as a draw.
Right.
And then I think France will beat Poland by a couple of goals, whether Mbappe plays or not. But I can see this game being very, very tight against this Dutch side. I think it's very close between the two. And this group is obviously very tight, taking Poland sort of out of the equation. They can still qualify, but I don't think... Can they? I'm throwing it out there now quickly. I don't think they can.
No.
The Jules, can Poland still qualify? No, they're already out. I thought so. I saw. When people keep talking about 3 points.
Yeah. So at the moment, them and Scotland, of course,
and Albania.
And Albania as well after today.
So why is Jan tweeting about Croatia can still qualify?
Well, it all depends, doesn't it, with 3 points, what your goal difference is like and all. So it will all, just don't worry about it until it all comes out in the wash, basically.